Hi, my name is Catherine Carter, and I'm going to be teaching 1.6 absolute value inequalities. We're going to do 3 examples, 37, 38, and 39. The first one, 37, we're going to do b minus 4 is greater than 6. And an absolute value inequality can be solved by rewriting it as a compound inequality. So we're going to break this down and get b minus 4 is greater than 6, and b minus 4 is less than negative 6. We use the word or because we have a greater than symbol. So we are going to, let me start out by saying we first get this one by rewriting the original absolute inequality by rewriting the absolute value symbols. Then we get the other inequality by changing the direction of the inequality symbol and by changing the 6 into a negative 6. So once we have that, then we want to add 4 to both sides to get b is greater than 10 or b is less than negative 2. So now that we have that, we can conclude that b, well, of course, is greater than 10 or b is less than negative 2. And we want to graph our inequalities, and because this is an or, we only have one graph. So we're going to plot negative 2 and 10, and we're going to have open circles too because there are no equal to bars. So we have open, and we're going to shade for 10 to the right and for negative 2 to the left. So our solution set for this will look like b of all b's such that b is greater than 10 or b is less than 2. So we can check our work, which we have, and we come up with that yes, it does work. So there's 37. 38 reads 6r minus 3 is less than 21. Same thing, the absolute value inequality can be solved by rewriting it as a compound inequality. So again, we want to break our absolute value inequality into 2 inequalities using the word and this time because we have a less than symbol. So we get 6r minus 3 is greater than 21, and 6r minus 3 is less than negative 21. We get the other inequality by changing the less than symbol into a greater than symbol, and also by changing that 21 into a negative 21. So once we have that, we can solve by adding 3 to both sides. So we get r is greater than 4 and r is less than negative 3. So now we can divide through by 6, and we conclude that r is indeed less than 4 and r is greater than negative 3, and we can do our number line. So this time we're going to have 3 because we have the word and. So we're still going to have open circles because we don't have the equal to bar under that. So we're going to shade for the negative 3 to the right, for the 4 to the left. And because there is a difference in between these, we're going to shade in the middle to show that difference. So we conclude from that r, of course, is greater than negative 3 and less than 4. Okay. Now for number 39. We have 3w plus 2 is less than or equal to 5. Now this is different in that we do have less than or equal to. Now we still have and because it's a less than symbol, but we're going to have closed circles, so that will be different. So we solve by rewriting it as a compound inequality using the word and. Alright, so then we get 3w plus 2 is less than or equal to 5, and 3w plus 2 is greater than or equal to negative 5. Remember to eliminate those absolute value symbols, and for the other inequality, we change the direction of that inequality symbol. We change that 5 into a negative 5. So now we can solve and do the work for that and subtract 2 from both sides, getting 3w is less than or equal to 3. Dividing that, we get w is less than or equal to 1. And for the other side, for the second inequality, we get W is greater than or equal to 7, and W is greater than or equal to -7/3 once we divide. And that's a bit different because we haven't had a fraction, but fractions are our friends, so we're not going to fear. So we're still going to do our number line. We're going to do 3 because we have the word and. So for 1, we're going to shade and close that circle because it's greater than or equal to. We're going to shade to the left. -7/3, close the circle, shade to the right. And because there's a difference, we shade in the middle. So from that, we can conclude that that W is greater than, or equal to -7/3, and that W is less than or equal to -1. And there is the solution set right here for that. So, in conclusion, this is 1.6 absolute value inequalities, and I hope this is a little clearer for you. Thank you so much.